present to you today and give you a bit of an insight into how we're going to transform this amazing building into a venue for the 21st century. The Assembly Rooms was built in 1787, and it was initially built to provide a place of entertainment for the wealthy residents of the new town in Edinburgh. It really has been a focal point for the cultural, social and commercial life within Edinburgh. It's got fantastic history behind it. There's been some very famous faces in the building throughout the years, and it really is steeped in history. The project, the building closed down in January last year and is due to be handed back in July this year. So we're hoping to have a series of some launch events happening in July. The building will be closed throughout the month of August for the festival, and then we will have our first official booking as of the 12th of September. So it's very exciting and coming round quickly. Basically, the project has restored all the plasterwork and historical detail throughout the building. We've renewed all the mechanical and engineering throughout the building. We've put in some new facilities, new lifts, new toilets, which are very exciting. Just to let you have a look at the elevation of the building, many of you will remember what was originally the supper room and the Edinburgh suite, which was situated on the ground floor. That's now going to be taken over by Jamie's Italian. So that's a very exciting thing for us happening, and James is due to open on the 4th of July. So he will have his own separate entrance at the back of the building coming in from Rose Street. He'll also have an entrance on the West Lane, and guests will be able to come through the front entrance of the Assembly Rooms. We really want to create this feeling of it being an open building, a building for the city. Because I think previously it was quite a closed-off building, and we want to create this feeling that it is a building and it is open for the people of Edinburgh to use. So it will be open from 8 o'clock in the morning until 1 o'clock in the morning. We will also have 2 retail units which will be situated on the front of the building. You won't come into the Assembly Rooms to enter these. These will be entered from George Street. So again, the names of these companies are still to be confirmed, but they will be nice quality brands in keeping with the rest of the Assembly Rooms. The reception area that we're going to have will just be a nice, bright, welcoming area. We'll have our own reception staff situated there, and guests will be able to use our cloakroom area. There'll be plasma screens which can be used to brand any events that will be happening in the first floor. Now, the ballroom is probably one of the most impressive spaces in Edinburgh. It really is a beautiful room, and it's just been refurbished to take it back to its elegant status. It'll just be sort of neutral colours that are used in this room. We've restored all the chandeliers, so this creates a beautiful effect when you get the sort of mirrors at either side of the room. It really is a beautiful space, and it's going to be fantastic for the city to have this back. The room's got natural daylight. We can do large meetings in here for up to 400 and banqueting up to 300. We also have the rooms at either side of the ballroom, the east and west drawing rooms, so we can take an event in this space and it can be quite self-contained, so we can run 2 different events now at the one time on the first floor. The music hall, which many of you I'm sure have attended various different events in the past. So in this room we've actually taken out the large stage that was fixed in there. So we are now going to have mobile staging, and we'll be able to put the stage, I'll show you some visuals of that, wherever you want in the room. So again, it's just creating a really flexible and open space for people to use. We can take a maximum now of 750 for a conference. So it's going to be a fantastic thing for the city to have this space available. So again, this is just set for a conference. We're going to have bleacher seating, which can all fold back into the walls. So it's really going to be all singing, all dancing. And we also have the balcony area available, which has 200 seats in there. This just lets you see from what was the old stage area, and right at the back of the balcony we've also built in a control room which can be used for any audiovisual. Again, just to let you see the centre stage, so it's ideal for any kind of event, fashion shows, award ceremonies. It's just a flexible space. I think there's no pillars in here to cause any obstructions. really is going to be fantastic. And we can take up to 500 in this room for banqueting, for seated dinners. We've also thought a lot about all the infrastructure for the audiovisual, so there'll be free Wi-Fi throughout the building. There's motorised rigging points. We've had state-of-the-art lighting will be put in. There'll be pin spots. People can change the colour of these, and it'll all be controlled by a little pad. So it's going to be fantastic for us to have this to offer. We will have our own on-site production manager who can work with any clients and just really use the building and use the services that we have to its maximum potential. The bottom picture that you'll see here is actually the under balcony bar. So this is a slightly different. What used to be underneath the balcony was quite a sort of dead space in the music hall. So we've actually partitioned that off, and that is going to be a separate area where guests can have pre-dinner drinks. We can use it as breakout space, exhibition space. So again, just makes it a little bit more flexible that we can have these two events running on the first floor at any one time. So we believe it really is going to be a fantastic opportunity for the City of Edinburgh, a real 21st century venue. The capacity of the rooms, the flexibility of the space, the location on George Street is fantastic, and we're really excited to be going to have the building back shortly. Now, seeing as it is Burns Day, I thought it would be a nice little touch, and I wonder if just for the next couple of minutes I can ask you all just to pretend that in your glasses you have a dram of whiskey. I'm just going to grab mine. So I thought we'd do a little toast to the lassie, but the lassie being the assembly rooms. I have never seen a more beautiful sight than of our lassie sitting on George Street tonight. We will be thrilled to have this wonderful building back, all sparkly and new and with no ceiling crack. Your beauty and history will be second to none when Balfour Beatty are all finished and done. To be worthy of your beauty is our aim, as we honour your cornices, capacities and frame. Once open again, we will dress up quite right, in the hopes that you find us a tasty sight. So if everyone can please stand with me and lift your glasses as we toast to our beautiful lassie, the assembly rooms. Thank you.